Hi friends, welcome back to INSEE's Imaginative World Storytelling. Thank you for watching all my stories, and if you enjoy listening to me, please do like, subscribe and share them with all your friends and whoever you know. So let's begin. Today I'm going to read Spigbo and all of you a story that I've written by myself. We've come to the park today as it's a wonderful evening and Spigbo would like to listen to a story. So this story is titled A Small Town Adventure. Today, through my story, I will take you back to the early 70s where life was far more simple and photographic memories back then were appreciated mostly in black and white. In a small town lived a pretty young girl with her parents and her pet dog named Woody. The beautiful damsel was named after her grandmother, angelic in personality, and was called Angela. Angela enjoyed life and cherished the simple pleasures of living in a tiny town. She was a happy, jolly soul and loved exploring and going on adventures. Angela grew up in a beautiful ranch and her father bred horses for a living. Doesn't that sound exciting? Angela would wake up every morning and walk through the vast acres of land, admiring the lush green and looking at the horses gallop and trot across the ranch. Did you know a male horse is called a stallion, a female horse is called a mare, and a baby horse is called a foal? One peaceful sunny afternoon, Angela carried a handful of hay and went to feed her favorite horse named Fact Finder. Fact Finder was tall, dark and handsome. He had a thick brownish black mane. A mane is the hair that grows from the top of the neck and is thicker and coarser than the rest of the horse's coat. His dark brown eyes sparkled in the hot sun. He would wait eagerly for Angela to visit him every day. Angela would stroke his back with a big sturdy brush and always checked his strong steel hooves if they were firmly in place. Life was cheerful, merry and joyous. Angela thought to herself, I wish I could go on an adventure at this very moment. Just Fact Finder, Woody and myself. What a brilliant experience it would be. A few hours later, guess what happened? Angela took Woody in her arms and whispered nervously in Fact Finder's ear, Please could you take me on an adventure far away from the ranch? I would love to have some fun. Before Fact Finder could blink his eye, Angela and Woody were on his back. The gates were open and the three set off deep into the woods. They galloped away and their faces were covered with smiles as they delightfully awaited for the next exciting thing to happen. What do you think happened next? What do you think happened, Spigbo? Let's read on. Suddenly, Angela heard a loud scream in the distance. As they galloped along, the voice got louder and louder. Angela guided Fact Finder towards the voice she could hear. In a rather quiet surrounding, Woody barked frantically and Angela comforted him with a tight cuddle. Fact Finder began to slow down as they approached a huge, deep well, standing tall amongst lush green trees. Angela heard the voice echoing from inside the well. She leaped and she bravely jumped off a horse and stepped closer to the well. Gathering heaps of courage, Angela glanced down at the deep, dark well, bringing her ears closer to the scream. Angela felt astonished with what she saw in front of a deep down, dark, deep well. There was a thin, frail boy stuck down below, yelling for help. He screamed, "Help! Help! Help!" She wondered if he fell inside by mistake. Before she thought any further, she had to save him from any further danger. Angela got an idea. She unleashed the reins that held onto Fact Finder and decided to use it as a rope and threw it down deep into the well. The boy's face lit up as he saw Angela and realized he was about to be saved. Angela yelled, "Hold on to that rein and try pulling yourself up, little boy." The boy gathered a lot of strength and tried to pull himself up, but to his disappointment, he couldn't succeed. Just then, Fact Finder nudged Angela from behind. Angela looked confused and worried, unaware of what Fact Finder was trying to tell her. All of a sudden, Fact Finder held onto the rein, gritting his teeth, and Angela held onto it too. The boy gripped the rope one last time, and to everyone's amazement, the boy managed to climb up the rein and successfully free himself from the deep, dark well. He hugged Angela and couldn't thank her enough. Angela exclaimed, "This is unbelievable! I saved your life! Wow, my parents will be so proud of me." She hugged the boy and then turned to look at Fact Finder straight in the eye and thanked him for an amazing adventure. "You are a true hero," she smiled. Finally, Angela put the reins back onto Fact Finder's back. Woody and the boy jumped along with her and they all rode back home safely. As soon as they arrived at Angela's sweet little home, Angela made the boy feel comfortable, gave him a change of clothes from a cousin brother's wardrobe he had left at her house. And next she made him a hot cup of tea, and both of them laughed and shared their exciting adventure with Angela's parents, who seemed quite worried at first, but ended up being extremely proud of their brave little girl. What would you have done if you were Angela's place? Would you set off on an adventure? Have a little think. I think Angela should have taken permission from her parents before setting off with Fact Finder. Boys and girls, always remember that you can always go on an adventure in your imaginary mind. Never put a pause to your imagination. So always go on adventures and think deep. Thank you for listening to my story, and keep watching INSEE's Imaginative World Storytelling on YouTube. Do like, subscribe and share. See you next time with another exciting story and adventure. Hope you enjoyed that, Spigbo. Bye!